Hey lovelies, welcome to a new video. Today I have a get ready with me. You guys have so many questions that you would like me to answer, so I thought I would do a makeup video because there are so many questions about what makeup I use and how I apply my makeup. So I thought I'd roll it all into one with this get ready makeup video answering all of your questions. So if you would like to see what makeup I use and hear the answers to some of the well asked questions, then please stay tuned. So welcome to a new video. Welcome. I'm so excited to be able to do this video today. If you are new here, hi, my name's Jodie. Over on this channel I do everything to do with plus size fashion. Along with plus size fashion, I also love talking about body confidence and self-love. I'm a mummy with 2 sons, so I like to do a bit of lifestyle vlogging, and I also talk about chronic illnesses because I have a few chronic illnesses myself, which I'm going to touch up on today's video. In this get ready with me makeup video. I'm also a lover of skincare and makeup, so you'll see a bit of beauty over on this channel. Literally, this channel has a bit of everything, so if that sounds like a channel you would like to watch and be part of, I would love it if you become part of my YouTube family. All you need to do is click the big red subscribe button below this video, not forgetting there's a notification bell. If you tap on that, it will notify you every time I've uploaded a new video. And at the end of this video, if you do enjoy it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all the love that you already give my channel. I have such a lovely little family, community, friendship with all of you guys, and this wouldn't be as special as it is without you. And I just want to say a massive thank you. Like, this is where my heart is at. Like, this is something that I do that I really enjoy, and I just love talking to you guys, and this little community, this little friendship, and this channel has really made such a hell of a difference to my life, so thank you very much. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me. I've just got out of the shower. I have no makeup on, and I'm going to show you the makeup that I use. I'm really kind of basic. Well, some people might not find it basic, but for me, like, when I look on TikTok and stuff like that, and I'll see like how much makeup people have got, and I'm like, oh, or how much they put on, I'm just like, ugh, I'm just not there. But I just do what works for me. And yeah, I just, obviously you guys always ask me about my makeup, so I'm going to share what I use and how I use it. And also I have so many questions from you guys, and I'm going to try and get through them while we do this video. So I've done my skincare already. I literally double cleanse. So I double cleanse my skin. I'm on like a journey with my skin because, as you can see at the moment, I have a few, I have really kind of dark circles under my eyes, and I've had them, I think, ever since I had kids. And I have a few sort of like pigmentation pieces here, there and everywhere. And I have quite a bit more at the moment because I went on a rant, and I'm just like, my skin's getting really on my nerves and I need to find a way to sort this out. And you guys might not be able to see it through the camera, but around sort of this area of my face, I had a thing which is called closed comedones. Now, I've only just learned about these because honestly, I thought they were just block pores, little bumps under the skin, and I just was like, how do I get rid of these? Like, I was trying all these different things, but I didn't know what they were called. And TikTok is, you know, I know people have bad things to say about TikTok, but there's so much you can find out from TikTok. So I put in little block pores under the skin in TikTok, and it come up with closed comedones, and so many people that have them, literally showing pictures and videos of their self with them, which is a form of acne. It's not as I can't get my words out, as aggressive as like some people get where they have really bad scarring and a lot of marks and bumps over their face. But it's just like areas on your face where you get little bumps, and they're not blackheads, but there's no like nothing on the surface, so there's nothing that you can kind of pop out. There's not white heads on them. It literally just like little bumps under the skin. And honestly, like I've had facials, and even when I went to have a facial like a few months ago and I asked her what are these, she couldn't actually really tell me. But then yeah, so I came across these videos called closed comedones. I started googling it, started like reading what it is and like how to get rid of it. And a lot of the suggestions were like it's a form of acne that it's something to do with bacteria, so it's just about making sure and if you suffer with, I say suffer because I feel like it's suffering with oily skin. I have quite oily skin, and the oil that builds up, and I really don't know the proper full terms of it, but it's just like because you're overproducing oil and the bacteria and stuff like that, it kind of goes into the skin and forms like the little bumps under the skin. So there is a way to like get rid of them quickly, which is having them extracted out. So going to see a dermatologist so they can have a few sessions where they try and extract it out. And then there was like so many different creams and stuff like that, and I went for a cream that for me was coming up over and over again, and I've seen so many videos on TikTok that were showing really good results. And I went on a rant. I think it was the day that I was like really googling and going on, and I started trying to extract them myself, and I started trying to extract them, which they were coming out. So I steamed my face, then I started trying to extract them, and then I put like a peel on my face, which I should not have done, which then made my skin I don't know if you can see here, but you can see kind of like some pigmentation, and I burnt my skin, and under my eye here I burnt it here, I burnt myself a little bit here. Literally it was stinging my face. I should have never ever done that, but I did, and I'm paying for it now. But I've got the right stuff now. I've ordered all the right treatments, and honestly my skin has never felt better. Like in terms of like smoothness, my skin feels really lovely and smooth, and all of those like little closed comedones, like those little bumps, there's hardly any of them there. So I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making. I'm just, yeah, I should not have done what I did, and obviously now I have some pigmentation which hopefully will go eventually. And what I'm using, I'll show you what I'm using. So for skincare, in terms of washing my face, I'm double cleansing, and when I wear makeup I use the e.l.f. take the night off balm. So I put all the balm all over my face, and it's like an oil based. And at first, when I first had this product, I thought, no, I can't put this on my face, it's like oily, and anything oily I'm like no. But apparently it works really well on all skin, combination skin, dry skin, oily skin, to remove the makeup, and it really does. My face has never felt so clean. So I literally massage it all into my skin like this, and then it melts away all the makeup, and then I rinse that, and then I wipe it again with a warm face towel, and then once I've kind of seen that all of it's removed, then I go in with another cleanser, and I use the brand Paula's Choice. So this is the brand. They are quite expensive. This brand is quite expensive, but I used their cleanser before, and it was really nice. It felt really nice on my face, didn't feel too potent, and yeah, it foams up lovely. And so yeah, so I basically cleanse my face again with that, rinse it off, and then I know my face has got a really good clean. And then when I come out of the bathroom, I then go in with this toner. This, I can't even say it, acid toner is meant to be really good for the closed comedones and oily combination skin. So this is like really giving your skin an extra clean, and my skin looks squeaky clean after I get out of the shower. So I go in with this. And in the evening, I actually go in with the treatment that a lot of people have been using for closed comedones, which is this cream here. Now, I picked this cream up on in ASOS. I googled it, and like my local pharmacist, it's between 15 and 20 pounds, and on ASOS it's about a tenner, £7.99. It is a bit of a small tube, but a little goes a long way, and I literally just put it on these sections here where the closed comedones were. I use this in the evening, so I haven't put any of it on right now. What I did was I just went in with my niacinamide, which is really good for evening your skin tone, and then I went in with my salicylic acid, the ordinary. This is really good for oily combination skin and sort of acne prone skin. Salicylic acid's meant to be really, really good for anyone who suffers with like pimples and spots and stuff like that. So I went in with some of that, and then I just went in with, I think, yeah, I went in with my Calm Restoring Moisturiser from Paula's Choice. This is really, really nice. This is for normal to oily / combination skin. So like, it's kind of okay for all skin types apart from dry skin, I think. Yeah, because it says normal to oily to combination, and it feels so nice. When I ordered stuff from Paula's Choice, something I really like about this brand is, although they are quite expensive, when you do order a few items, they give you like other things for free, and it's the size of it is quite good. You get a good amount in the like little testers. I don't know if I've got, like, for instance, I got this little retinol which I'm using in the evenings. I actually even got a full-size product as well, because I did spend quite a bit. So every time I've ordered from them, I've always got like 3 little bits. And this cream was one of the first orders that I did. I got this in a little travel size and I loved it. So when that finished, I went and ordered the full size and ordered some other bits, and then I got loads of other free bits. So that's one thing I like about this brand, is that they're very confident about their brand. They you can tell they send you other items that you can try and test that you are going to love, and then you're going to go back for more. So yeah, really, really like this brand. I truly rate it. So I've just basically moisturized with that. I didn't put any eye cream on today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then I put my SPF on. This is a Extra Care non-greasy sunscreen, SPF 50, and it's for face and body. I've only just started using SPF on my face, but I know it's meant to be really good. I've read up so much about making sure that you put SPF on your face, and so I'm jumping on the bandwagon and making sure that I put SPF on my face. No matter if the sun's shining or not, this is going on my face, and it feels so, so nice. So that is the last thing that I put on my face. So yeah, so that's skincare done. So now let's go in with the makeup, and I'll show you what I first do when I apply my makeup. Okay, so everything I'll show you, I'll try and link down below in the description box, so you'll be able to purchase them if you would like. So first I'm going to go in with this Pore Blur Revolution primer, and I see a lady using this. She had like really big pores on her skin, and they really, really did like help disappear. Now, to be honest, like, I don't really feel like I have a lot of pores, but people are always saying, well, when I'm watching TikTok and stuff like that, that putting a primer on really does make a difference to the way your skincare looks, your final look of your foundation. So I literally just put a little bit just here where I think that I may need it, and just a little bit like under my eyes, because my eyes are a little bit wrinkly underneath, and sometimes when I put concealer on you do see a little bit of wrinkles, so I need to make sure that I put it under there and just make sure that I blend the concealer out properly. So yeah, so that's really the only places that I put the concealer. It feels really nice, it's really smooth. I've got a mirror below you, so if I look down it's just because I am making sure. I've got a mirror behind, a mirror down here, just making sure that, yeah, this is all rubbed in properly. So let's go with the first question, and I feel like this is relevant because I'm sitting here with no makeup, and this is something that before would be such a big thing for me to film with no makeup. It would literally be a no-go, because I just felt like, you know, no one can see me without makeup. No, you know, I need to have makeup on. I can't show all my imperfections. When I started YouTube, or just in general, that I would never really like to be seen in public or on camera with no makeup, and I've come such a long way since then. And this question really relates to like where I am at the moment. So it's I'm not going to say who it's from, but they say, how do you stay so positive? I hate my body and feel awful in all the clothes I wear lately. So for me, it's taken a very long time for me to really be comfortable with who I am and what I look like. I feel in general with who I am, it's like growth and what I've been through in my life. Like, I've been through so much, and you know, I've lost both my parents, which was really traumatic. I went through a really horrible divorce, and became a single mum for a while, and literally it was like growth for me, and growing through all of these different situations that I had to face in my life. And it really helped me open up as a person and really look at myself and who I am as a person. And for so long I always used to put myself down, that, like, you know, it's a thing as well that, you know, we be so nasty to ourselves. Like, we wouldn't talk to anybody the way we put ourselves down. As a person, you know, we're always so critical of ourselves. And like, what I needed to try and do in my life was to try and give myself that pep talk that I would give someone else, and actually look at all of the things that has made me so strong, all of the hardship that I've been through, and how I've risen above it, and how strong that I am still now, living with chronic illness and living the life that I do, and actually patting myself on the back. And I give myself gratitude every day, and I think that helps to, you know, make me feel worthy and make me feel that I deserve to love myself, and people around me that are around me in my life should see my worth and treat me the way I deserve to be treated. And I think it just starts with you. It's a slow but steady, and you can do it. You just have to work on yourself. In terms of like looking, I just felt like I'm not that bad. Like, in life, like, nobody's perfect, and we all have imperfections. My skin's not going to be perfect. Like, it's life. Like, you fall over, you hurt yourself, you get a scar, you get back up. You're not gonna, you know, your life still goes on. So my body changes. I'm a mum. I've had 2 children. My age, I'm 40 this year, and I live with chronic illness, like, and chronic pain, and so my body changes, and I have to accept those changes and just love myself for who I am. I think internally, once you learn to love your inner self, like everything around you, like your body, you start to appreciate what your body does for you and appreciate what you have. And that, I think that's what I've done, and it's just, it has taken years. Honestly, I used to be so nasty to myself, so horrible, and yeah, it just starts with you learning to really you know, set yourself a task every day to do for yourself. And one big thing for me was looking in the mirror every day, like making myself look at myself in the mirror, because I would never look at myself in the mirror. Like, I would do anything not to look at myself. And I started taking my clothes off and looking at myself naked and looking at myself and saying, this is me, and getting to, you know, love and learn every bit about my body. And there are so many things about my body that I particularly there are some things about my body that I don't actually like and I would love to change, but I love me, and this is me, and I accept it. So it's about acceptance, if I'm honest. But it's self so you've got to put a lot of self-love into yourself, and it takes a while, but you will get there. But just look at yourself every day and say 5 things to yourself that you love about yourself, and do it every single day, no matter how stupid it feels. And honestly, over time you will get there, and you will start to believe it, and you will start to feel so much better. Try new things, try new clothes, and just yeah, just talk to yourself the way you would talk to your friend, to your best friend. All those nice things that you would say to your best friend, that you would say to make her feel better, or somebody that you love. Talk to yourself in that way, because that's what really matters, and that's what will make a change in how you're feeling right now. I mean, I'm literally meant to be doing a makeup video, and I'm just like getting straight into the answers and not even putting on makeup. So let's get the first piece of makeup on. So I've already done my Blur primer, and I'm gonna go in with this absolutely favourite concealer of mine, which is Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. Now, I'll show you guys, I have a lot of concealers. This is not all of them. I've even actually started trying to invest in a little bit of a more expensive concealers, which are the Too Faced concealers, which everybody raves about. I've got a few of those, but if I'm honest, this just tops it. This is like magic. I absolutely love it. So I literally just go in under the eye like so. We just want to cover these dark circles up, and the colour I'm using is shade 12, which is Toffee. And I recently went into Boots, and they've actually changed the packaging and the colour of these, so I wasn't sure what colour was, and I was actually having a bit of a panic, because I absolutely love this concealer, and this is like the perfect shade for me. And so the lady said to me to go into Superdrugs next door, because she thinks that they do Collection there, and the lovely girl in Superdrugs, she couldn't find the colour that I wanted, but she just said to me to she said, have a look online. She said Amazon always do stuff. So I went online, had a look online, and behold, they had my colour. So I ordered 3 of them, because I was so worried that they're going to be discontinued, and I don't know what shade I'm going to be in this new packaging. I did try and Google it, but I couldn't work it out. So I got it from Amazon, and I'll probably order a few more on Amazon just so I can stock up just in case they do get discontinued. But I'll be very, very upset if they do. I'm literally just going in with this what is this brush? My eyes are terrible. Okay, so it's a deluxe crease brush, and this is what are these brushes again? I forgot what they're called now. I'll remember. I'm no good with all this makeup malarkey. So I basically just blend this out like this, and if you can see, like, this is like my perfect skin colour. It literally blends really nice as well. It's a matte finish, which I love because I have oily skin, so I really like a matte finish. So yeah, so literally I just make sure that all of that is all blended like so. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of foundation. I don't like wearing foundation too much, but I have a few foundations, and I found the perfect foundation that I absolutely love. Let me show you the perfect foundation. Well, there's two actually that I've just found that I really, really love. So I'll show you. Okay, so next let's do a bit of foundation. And I, again, like I said, I've been purchasing some like nice pieces of makeup. I really just want, because obviously I'm being so particular with my skincare, I just want to make sure that I'm wearing the best type of makeup that I can wear that will suit me, as well as be good for my skin as well. So I picked up this Laura Mercier tinted moisturiser, oil-free natural skin perfector. Oh my god, guys, this is so nice. I got it in the colour 4W1. So this is the colour, and this is so nice. And then I went into Boots one day, and the lady colour matched me. She was saying how this foundation's really nice, because I said I don't like heavy makeup. I don't like to feel like I've got lots of stuff on my skin. And she said like this is a really nice really nice foundation, and oh my god, it is amazing. She colour matched me, and I am 4W2, so 4W1 in the Laura Mercier and 4W2 in the Estee Lauder double wear stay in place makeup foundation. So I want to show you both, but I don't really need to put both of them on. I'm like, what shall I put on? We're gonna go with this, but honestly this is so nice. Actually, should we just put a bit on this side? Literally this, you just have to like rub it in, and I just rub it in like this. Oh my god, and it feels so nice. It doesn't feel like I've got hardly anything on my skin, which I love, because I just feel like I'm creaming my face with like a moisturiser. Can you literally, it's the light skin. Shall we just use this on the other side? Shall I? Actually, I'll show you this on this side. Honestly, my makeup's going to look really weird today. But let's show you this colour as well. The only thing with this, it doesn't come with like a pump. Which is a bit of a pain, so you have to buy the pump separate. I have ordered the pump separate, but again, like, this is this colour, and how close to my skin is that? Like, it's so close in colour. Like, the lady was like, this is the closest match I've ever matched somebody. This sponge is yesterday's sponge, but hey ho. So I literally just dab it in like this. I don't like using a lot of foundation, or I just don't like a lot of stuff on my face. So literally just give me a light bit of coverage. But how nice does that side look? to be honest, they're both as good as each other, I think. But this is like when you are in a rush, just want something to cover over a few of your imperfections, just smoothing your skin tone out. This is perfect. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my forehead. I only need a little bit. Do you know what? I always forget to do my forehead. Sometimes I don't even put makeup on there, and I'm like, oh, I need to put a little bit of makeup on there just so it all blends. But yeah, it literally is so nice. And then I just go back in with my sponge because I just want to like just make sure that it all is blended like so. And as you guys know, like I have my eyebrows tattooed, which let's not talk about because we can talk about them. I'm not happy with them. I was happy when I first got them done, but when you get your eyebrows done, you go back for a second like kind of top up. And let's get a bit of this because I need to wipe my hands. I went for a second top up. The first top up that I done was really nice. I wanted them to be ombre and it wasn't so prominent here. And then when I went back the second time, I asked her if she could just make it slightly darker ombre, and it ended up being blocky, and I have always been so disappointed with them. At one point I was googling like how to get tattooed eyebrows off your face, and it was like use this potion and this lotion, and I was just like, I went and bought some, and then I was like, am I really going to do this to my skin? Like some of them said it could cause scabbing and marking, and I was like, you know what, just live with the eyebrows. They're not going to stay there and last forever, so yeah, that's what I've had to do. So yeah, I'm not 100% happy with them, but we have to make do. So yeah, so that is those blended in. I mean that foundation blended in. I'm rubbish at doing makeup videos. Okay, so another question. Somebody said, love your YouTube and your IG. Can you tell me where you get the best shapewear? So thank you so much for being part of my YouTube family and my Instagram family. Like, I do really appreciate all of you. And for me, my best shapewear is from Shapellx, I think they're called. I'll put it on the screen here. I've done a little bit of work with them like a few years ago, and honestly, like, I still like live in the ones that they sent out to me. I haven't had to purchase new ones because they sent me about 3, and honestly I love them. I put everybody onto them. All of my sister-in-laws have one. My best friend has one, and she's a size 14, and she just has like a little bit of a podge, and she loves it. Like when she's like going to church or like somewhere formal, when she's wearing like a bit of a bodycon dress, she wears it. She's like, oh my god, it's the best shapewear ever. Honestly, absolutely rate them. So I will I'll put the name on the screen here, and I'll also put their link down below, and I'll put my discount code, and hopefully it will still work. My friend just bought her one about a month ago, and my discount code still worked. So fingers crossed that the discount code still works, because they are a bit pricey, but they're so worth it. So go and check their website out, because yeah, they're amazing. So yeah, so that's that. With my eyebrows, they are kind of like fading out a little bit, and so I literally just darken them up a little bit where I feel like they need it. Not much at all. This is this pencil, but I literally use whatever I can find on my eyebrows. I don't really make too much of a fuss. And I just literally just darken them up a slight little bit, because they are fading. Just do little strokes at the front here, like so. I did the other day try and do like, you know, like the laminated brow look, and I got some like the hair stuff that I use for my edges of my hair, and I was like this with my spoolie, trying to make my eyebrows stand up. But yeah, I was just like, that's not a bit of me, let me just stop. Right, so should we go on to another question? Let's go on to another question. Capsule makeup collection, what do you buy? So right, so that's what I'm saying. In terms of like Capsule, definitely need a good concealer, and this is my favorite concealer. Again, I've got it in number 12. The name of it is Toffee. Please don't try and buy them all, because I don't know if you can get any more of them, and I need to buy them all before there's none left on the internet. And like for a good base, like for an everyday base, I would say like a tinted moisturiser. This is amazing. Like, it's not thick like foundation, but nor is this. This is like a really nice buildable foundation, but this is amazing for like everyday. You can just rub it in with your hands. It's like a little bit of a moisturiser, and it just covers over and evens out your skin tone. So I really like this Laura Mercier tinted moisturiser, and again, I'm wearing it in the 4W1, and this is the name of it as well. So next, I'm going to actually put some more concealer under my eyes, because I want to brighten them up a little bit more, and I'm literally just going in with the same concealer here, and I'm just going to put a little bit more here, like so. So I've put a little bit of that under my eyes, more concealer, and I just waited for it to dry a bit, and this does dry really quite quickly, and then I'm just literally just blending it out again with this crease brush. I tend to like do both eyes at the same time. I kind of like go from one end to the other, and then just keep blending. And if you feel like you need to use a sponge, then use a sponge, but I've found that using a brush kind of works a bit better for me. So there we go. So can't see any bags under my eyes, and then I'm going to go in with this Fenty what is this called? It's a Fenty matchstick, and it's in the colour Espresso, and I'm literally just going to warm up my face by just doing a little bit of contouring. I don't do this all the time. Sometimes I just use a bit of bronzer, so it really just depends on how I feel. But literally, I just put a little bit here just to cancel out the double chin. Should we answer another question while we're doing this? So the next question, just finding a brush, let me just look what the next question is. Hi my love, hope you are good. I've just been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I'm in so much pain every day. How do you cope? Okay, so this one is a sensitive one for me, in the sense that, like, not sensitive, but it's something that I have struggled with for quite a few years, and I was diagnosed back in 2017, just after my mum suddenly passed away. My mum fell over and basically passed away. She went to hospital, and they said that she was going to be fine, and then they was going to let her go home, and the day that they was about to let her go home, she became unresponsive. And what was so hard for me was I'd lost my dad. We'd lost my dad the year before, and so yeah, like, then obviously my mum was 60, very young, and then, you know, my mum just suddenly passing away. really kind of, because they say fibromyalgia can be caused by trauma to the body, if you've been in a car accident or something like that, but some sort of trauma can set fibromyalgia off, and that was what set mine off. And at the time I went through a really bad time with losing my mum, and obviously still grieving my dad, and I went through a horrible divorce. Me and my husband of 11 years split in the same week that my mum passed away, and so all of that just come crumbling, and I lost the plot, and I couldn't move. I thought, what the hell's going wrong with me? Like, why can't I walk? Why can't I move? I was really finding it hard to get up in the morning and just move my body. I felt like I was, you know, like 100-year-old woman, that my body felt so bad. And then came in all of the other symptoms that you get with having fibro. You know, you get fibro, which causes widespread pain through your body. Like mine is my neck, my shoulders, my back, my arms, like everywhere just hurts. But then, you know, with that, you start getting depression, you get brain fog, like so many things. Like you get pains, like pins and needles in the hands. I lose grip in my hands, I drop things. Yeah, it just like leads from one thing to another. And at the time, like, I was like, what the hell is going wrong with me? Like, why is this happening to me? And I totally had the biggest breakdown for quite a few years. Like, I was really lost and really felt really hopeless and just felt in a really bad place. So I really can relate to how you're feeling, and especially with like being in pain every day. Like, I have pain every single day, and my pain through the day changes, like from 1 minute to the next. You know, like 5 minutes from now I could be like, oh my god, like I can't move, I can't get out of the chair, like my arms are hurting, my back's hurting, or whatever. So it's not like something that you have much control over. I will say, like, over the years, I've learned to live with it more, and trying and testing different medications. So obviously, just being diagnosed with it, you probably still try it, testing and trying medication and seeing what works for you. And one of the questions was from somebody else, like, what medication do you take for your fibro? And I take Deloxetine for my fibro, which seems to be really helping. And I went through a stage where I tried so many others. Like, I tried amitriptyline, which was at first great for me, it really did help, but then it gave me really bad night terrors, to the point where I was trying to keep myself awake. Then I was sleep deprived, which I already have sleep problems anyway, but being even more sleep deprived, and you just living through the day in like a bloody grey cloud, like you just feel like your head is not on this planet. And yeah, so we had to change those, but eventually we got onto Deloxetine, and that is really helping me. I will say, like, just learn to understand your body and what your body can take. And for me, I have to do things in sections. So, you know, if like, I am a mum and I've got 2 sons, and I have to try and do as much as I can and be a mum to them. And so obviously I have to try and do the laundry, I have to try and clean, I do try and take them to school. So I really make sure that I have breaks in between different tasks. And some days, like, I can't do it, some days I can't do any of it, but what I do is make sure I take my medication. I also take multivitamins, I take extra supplements, I take turmeric and black pepper supplements, which really do help me. I take magnesium, which help me to sleep, and I try and stick to a routine. Admittedly, like, my routine does get thrown out sometimes, but having a routine, and I go to bed really early, in the sense that I don't always go to sleep early, but I have to go and lay in my bed, and enough is enough for the day. So my children, I'm quite lucky because my children are older, and you know, I've got a 12-year-old and a 50-year-old that I don't need to wash them, put them to bed and stuff like that. So I can just say it's bedtime now, you guys, and they know if I'm not feeling well, they know, and I've explained to them, and my close-knit family, like I've explained to them what my illness is. And at first it was really hard because people don't understand. You look normal on the outside and people look at you like you're putting it on, but the thing is, why would anybody in this world put on an illness? Like, for the life of me, I want to be well enough to be able to do all the things that normal people can do. Like, why would anyone lie or want to be like that for their whole life? Like, no one wants to be like that. No one's gonna lie about things like that, you know. And yeah, that's really hard, because I felt funny telling people, well, I have this condition that, you know, I need to take breaks, that I need to sit down. Sometimes if I'm in the kitchen and I'm trying to fix them something to eat, I've got a chair in my kitchen, I sit down, and I have like handrails on both sides of my stairs that help me get up and down the stairs. I also have arthritis. I have severe arthritis in my hands, my feet and my knees. Like, I'm actually waiting on having both my knees replaced because that's how bad they are. I have no like gelatin, like the gelatin that's sort of in between your bone. Mine has none, so I'm literally bone on bone and it's just scraping. And actually my top bone, I've got a condition where my top bone actually isn't sitting in the other bone, is actually resting on the side of it, so it causes extreme pain when I walk, when I go up and down stairs, when I sit down for too long trying to get up. Like, so many different things that happen to my body. But I really do try and stay positive, and that's not every day. Like, not every day I'm happy, not every day I'm smiling, but for the best part of it, I just try and live a comfortable life. And actually doing YouTube and doing this and doing something for me makes me feel happy. So I would definitely say, like, find something you love that you enjoy and try and incorporate that into your life, as well as start learning about your body, start getting to know like how much you can take before you actually go into a flare. Because for me, at first, I couldn't understand like what was happening to my body, and I went from a perfectly able body that literally, I'm such a busybody, and I'm still like it, but I have to like bring myself down. I'm like, I want everything clean, I can't go to bed with the house a mess. I'm OCD, and I honestly would just be like on the go, on the go, on the go. And going from somebody like that to having chronic pain, and then pushing myself, then I would put myself into a flare. Then I wouldn't be able to get out of bed for like 2, 3, 4, sometimes a week. I'd be like in pain, I can't even change, get in the shower, I can't even shower myself in my pajamas. Like, I was just really not living a good life with the chronic illness. But as the years have gone by, being on the right medication, knowing my limits, knowing, right, if I carry on doing that, or if I just do one thing after another, I'm gonna set myself off. So knowing when to stop and giving yourself intervals into stuff and trying to do something that you love, like, and your close-knit family, even if you have just one person that truly understands you, that like accepts you for you, and somebody that you could talk to, like, really makes a difference. I feel like open up to you guys on here and talking about it, I've met so many other people that have chronic pain, that suffer with fibromyalgia, that suffer with arthritis, and actually I have made some best friends. Like, I have one best friend, Stacey, and she lives in the United States, and we met on YouTube, and she just messaged me, just like we all message each other, that there was just something about her. And then she came over to Instagram, and we're like the bestest of friends. We've never met each other, but she also suffers with chronic illness, and we've got so many things in common. Like, we like the same things, and we just uplift each other, and we can be unapologetically ourselves and say what we feel. And when we're saying stuff like, you know, oh, I feel like this today, you know, it's not like she's going to be like, oh, she's moaning again about being unwell, because people who don't suffer with chronic illness don't always understand. So she understands. So finding your person, whether it be, you know, over the internet, but finding somebody that not only that you can talk to about your chronic illness, but someone who will make you happy, laugh, uplift you. Because at first, when I first got unwell, trying to learn about fibro and what is this, when I first got diagnosed, I had no idea what it was. I went online and I started joining all these like fibromyalgia Instagram pages and all of this, and actually that made me worse, because there were so many people and they're going, oh my god, I can't move today, and you know, I can't cope, and my life just feels so bad. And actually for my mental health, it made me feel worse, and so I had to get out of that headspace. It was nice to, like, in some sense, like, have a community where there were people that you know, was experiencing the same as me, and I didn't feel so alone. But in the sense that it wasn't mentally nice for me, it was making me feel really bad and mentally in a bad headspace. And so I had to come away from that and find a space where I was able to talk about my illness but uplift, find things that were uplifting at the same time. And actually by opening and starting my own YouTube channel and actually showing my happiness and things that I love, as well as talking about things that I suffer with and things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, just shows like real life and trying to incorporate happiness as well as living with chronic illness. Because I've come to a stage where I know it's not going to go away, it's going to be there forever, and it's either live and thrive or live and just like live in misery, because I'm always in pain, and I don't want to do that. I've got 2 children and I've still got a lot of life to live. Like, yeah, life can be taken away from you just like that. And as I know from losing both my parents, just like that, has really made me see another perspective. And at first I didn't. It really tipped me over the edge where I just felt like I didn't want to live, or I just felt like I wasn't living. But now I feel like I'm living again. I look forward to tomorrow. And even though the pain sometimes at night, the restless legs, like it almost feels like there's something living my legs that wants to get out, and I'm like, ah. And honestly, I suffer, but I'm just not gonna let it get me down. So I know this was like a really long section about chronic illness and living with chronic pain, but for everybody out there that is in a bad situation at the moment, like, you can find a middle ground and you can have good days and you can live with chronic pain. You know, we are warriors. Like, we are warriors. So believe that. Explanation about me living with chronic illness. Let's put some bronzer on. So one of my favorites is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, and this is in the colour tan number 3. So it's in the colour tan number 3, and I'm just literally going to warm up my face, and while we do that, let me get the next question. So let's go a bit lighter. So another question says, happy Easter to all of you guys. Do you have a favourite clothes colour combination? Whoa. I would say back in the day, all I used to live in was black, because I thought that was the only colour that I could wear to hide my body. But now we don't do that. I literally love all colours. I'm just going to go with this kind of like domey looking brush, and it's a Kiko brush, and I'm literally just tapping it in, excess off, and I'm just going to like go over the cream contoury bits that I did, and then I'll just blend. So I don't really have like a favourite colour combination. I really do love like neutrals. Like I love wearing a crisp white t-shirt or a crisp white shirt with some nice jeans and maybe like a nice pair of loafers or a nice pair of white like trainers, and then a nice trench coat over the top, like a neutral colour trench coat. So yeah, I really do love neutral colours, but I love every colour. Like I love red. You guys know red is my colour. Like I love red. So yeah, I don't really have like a favourite colour combination, but I do love kind of like jeans with whites and neutrals. But yeah, guys, you'll know, if you know me, I love a bit of every colour. Since learning to love myself and actually trying all these different clothes on to make videos for you, it's actually made me realise that I love colour and I should be allowed to wear colour and I want to wear colour, and that is what I'm going to do. So, do you know, sometimes, I'll be honest, if I'd never started this YouTube channel, I was plus size modelling before I started this YouTube channel, so I was getting like an insight into trying different colours and stuff like that. But doing so many clothing videos and just trying all these different colours actually made me realise how much like many different colours that I can wear. So never limit yourself. Never think that colour's never going to suit me. Just try it. Like I would have never thought to put like a bright orange piece of clothing on, and I've got this really lovely like tangerine orange yours clothing dress that I got about 2 summers ago, and I honestly can't wait to wear it. Like we're getting into summer and I absolutely love it. And I've got this really beautiful pink dress, like pink. I would have never worn pink before. This beautiful like Barbie pink dress, and I love it. And I love red. I would have never worn red on my lips up until like maybe 5-6 years ago. Before that, I would not do it. I would not wear red on my lips because I was like, my lips are too big. I'm not wearing red on my lips. So yeah, just try things that you would never try and you'll be so pleasantly surprised. So as you can see, like I literally have no kind of way that I brush it in. I'll just literally do whatever. So so that's that, which is still quite natural. I'm not going to put anything on the tops of my eyes because, to be honest, I mean, sometimes I'll put a little bit of that bronzer to colour my eyes, but I really don't want to today. We'll put some blusher on, which I'm really loving, which is these e.l.f. Like putty blushes, and this is, what colour is this? I don't know the colour. I can't see it. My eyes have got so bad, but it's kind of like this kind of like terracotta colour, and I really like it. So we're gonna go in with that. So the next question, someone said, what is your favourite store? I'm gonna go in with this, I don't know where this brush is from. Again, I just use whatever brush I think is going to work. So this is the kind of shape, and I'm literally just going to dab it into the putty. You can use your fingers if you feel like using your fingers, but I just like using this brush. So someone said, what's your favourite store? Oh my god, that's so hard. Like, I love Simply Be. Like, I love Simply Be. You guys must know. So a lot of people put their blusher on like just here, but I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks. Like I don't know, I just like doing that, just so I look a little bit rosy. So yeah, so I just go in like on the apples, and then I do just bring it up a little bit here. So yeah, I love Simply Be. And I love ASOS. Like, I love ASOS. I think ASOS, their clothes are quality. Like, they wash up well. Like, I've got clothes that I've ordered from ASOS for quite a few years and they're still going strong. So I really do love ASOS. I do rate ASOS. And And yeah, I love Simply Be. And I love Shein. Like, I love Shein because Shein have everything, like wild and wacky, stylish and plain, whatever you're looking for, like Shein are gonna have it. So Shein's a bit more, obviously, it's a bit more cheaper quality, but you know that you're gonna get something different with Shein. And yeah, like you can find so many nice designs on Shein, so definitely Shein is up there. So yeah, I'd definitely say Shein, ASOS and Simply Be. And you'll probably know that because most of my videos are like Shein, ASOS and Simply Be, and Boohoo. Like Boohoo's got some nice bits, but in terms of like things that I like to buy and know that they're gonna have like a long life, is definitely like Simply Be, especially for me for footwear, because I'm size 9.5, not 10, wide, well 9 if it's extra wide fit, and Simply Be do that for me. And their clothes are just really nice. So yeah, for me, yeah, it's gonna be Simply Be, ASOS and Shein. So yeah, they're my favourites. Like, they're not really stores, are they? They're like online retailers. Although, is it? I'm sure there's a Simply Be store somewhere. So as you can see, that's really, you can barely see this colour, which I like, especially if I'm going for like a natural look. I'm literally just gonna dab a bit more. Sometimes I put a bit on the ends of my nose. So that's that. What else am I going to do? So also, I like to put a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. So I like to put a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. And this is like my favourite mascara. And this is Badgal Bang by Benefit. And actually, I am a bit gutted because I see that Aldi's have a dupe of this, and I just bought this little one. The reason why I buy a little one is because I always have my lashes done on the top. I like this little one for the lower lashes, so the applicator is a bit smaller and it's just a little bit more compact or whatever. But yeah, Aldi's do they do a dupe. I think it's called Good Girl Gone Bad or something like that. This is called Badgal Bang. So yes, I like just putting a little bit on my lower lashes like so. So I had another question on Instagram, and the question was, do you think it's okay for your husband or your boyfriend to speak to girlfriends, ex-girlfriends? And I was like, oh, this is a different question. So personally, oh, the question was, do you think it's okay for your, let's have a proper read of what the question said. So the question said, where is it? Do you think it's okay for a boyfriend to have female friends that are exes? So yeah, that question. Personally, I don't think so. But then again, like, yeah, I wouldn't like it, personally myself. Like, although, like, I have one friend who was my first ever boyfriend when I was like 16 on Instagram, and he follows me, and I follow him, but like, we're not like friends where we talk all the time, but he still follows me and I still follow him, nothing to hide. But I mean, in terms of like friends where you're like being friends and you're like talking to them all the time and stuff like that, me personally, I'd say no. I don't think that that's okay. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments what you think. But yeah, I don't think that that's okay. So that's my answer. And I had another question that someone said, how did you meet your husband? So Kenny isn't actually my husband yet, he's my fiance, but I call him my hubby because I'm 40 years old. I feel really weird saying my boyfriend. Yeah, I just feel really weird saying my boyfriend. And he's gonna be my husband. So yeah, I just say my hubby. So a lot of people think that we're married. So I'm gonna put some lip gloss on. I'm not putting no lipstick on, guys. I just like a nice colour. This is, what is this one? This is a Maybelline New York Gloss Hydriatic, or whatever you call it, acid. So let me just pop the lid on so you guys can see. So this is what this looks like, but I will link it down below. And this is in the colour Topaz, in the colour 009, which is really like just neutral. When I do videos, I do maybe do a little bit extra, and I will sometimes go in with like a lip liner and then put a little bit of colour on. This I have had so long, and I tried to Google to see if I could get another one, and they've got some of these on eBay, but not this colour. So I'm really gutted. It's obviously been discontinued, so I can't get this anymore. So there's no point in me showing you that. But I normally will go in with like a kind of browny lip liner, and then put like a little bit of a nudie shade inside her. This is literally like a nude. Can barely see anything, but yeah, that's a bit like a nude, which is a Max Factor, and it's like a nude. So the last question I think I'm going to answer for this video was, how did you meet your hubby? And if I'm completely honest, we met online. Honestly, like out of the blue. Like, I was not looking for nothing. I was doing my YouTubing and doing my Instagram and just living my single mom best life with my boys, and Kenny just fell into my life like unexpectedly, and we have just had the biggest connection, and we've been together like 3 years now. And it's amazing. Like, I've been totally honest with him from the day that I met him. Actually, not from the day, yeah, from the day I actually met him was when I actually told him about my chronic illness, because I felt like I actually don't know when's the right time to tell somebody that I live with chronic illness, because that is actually quite a big thing. You know, dating, and you know, like sometimes we would arrange dates and like stayovers, and I would be worried, like, how am I gonna feel? What if I have a flare up? You know, like, yeah, it was really like quite overwhelming. But I didn't actually tell him until like we actually met face to face, because we spoke online and on the phone for a while before we met. And yeah, I did tell him that I had chronic illness when I met him, and he didn't really understand what it was. Kind of took it as in okay, and because obviously he couldn't really see, you know, from the outside, he couldn't see how it affects me, but like obviously 3 years down the line, like he, you know, he's like, why did this have to happen to you? And you know, he feels so bad, but I just say to him, look, I've come past that stage where I've just, you know, hammered myself as to why do I have to live like this. So please, like, I don't want you to feel sorry for me, but just be a bit compassionate when I'm unable to do something, and just bear with me. And I explained to him how it affects me mentally, because it really does. You know, I do suffer with depression due to living in chronic pain every day. So I can be a little bit up and down sometimes, but I'm medicated, and so I really feel like I've worked with my doctors to get to the stage that I'm at now, and find the right medication that works for me. And you know, thank God, and, like, you know, touch wood, that right now, like, everything seems to be working well. And that's not to say that I'm, you know, not suffering every day, and that I don't have pain, or like I can't walk at times. Like, I still have all of that, but, you know, it's managed a lot better than it would be without medication. So yeah, like, I think that is just a big thing with dating. It's making sure that you're honest, and hopefully finding someone that will be compassionate enough and try to understand what you're going through. And luckily I found that person, and honestly, like, I couldn't be happier. Like, I found my human that I want to do the rest of my life with. Like, I honestly don't want to do it without him, and that's how special he is to me. And yeah, I just feel so fortunate that later on in life, at the age of nearly 40, that I've actually found my person. And you know, some people, you know, still trying to find somebody, and you know, I always say that there is someone, but I always feel like when you're looking, you never find that person. So I think for me, what I feel that worked for me is just living a life where I'm concentrating on who I am as a person, and learning to love myself, and learning to know what I want from somebody and what I can give to somebody, and working on myself, and just learning to love myself, and understanding who I am as a person really does help when you're when you do find that person. You'll know when that person is right, and you'll know what you deserve. If you have the utmost respect and confidence with who you are and what you deserve, you won't take anything less from somebody else. So I think that trying to find somebody isn't the answer. I think it's working on who you are and learning to love who you are as a person, and hopefully in the process of that you will start beaming, and you will start glowing, and you will attract your person. So yeah, that is my story, really. So that is the end of this video. Like, literally, I would put a little bit of setting spray on my face, and if I was to put a bit of setting spray, shall we put some setting spray on? Let's put some setting spray. But this is like an everyday, quick, like, no fussing kind of makeup, and literally go in with some setting spray, set that in just to make sure that it all kind of meshes well. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is an oldie but a goodie. Like, I really like this. I used to use this in my younger days when I used to go out with the girls. We used to go clubbing, and I used to feel like this would set my makeup and keep me all looking fresh faced for the whole night. So I really like this, an oldie but a goodie. So yeah, this is kind of like an everyday quick concealer, a little bit of bronzer, and nothing too extravagant, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you have any other questions or there's any other videos you'd like to see, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next one. So take care of yourself and God bless to you all. Mwah. Bye guys.